Hello friends and welcome to Pendulum IAS. Today we'll be discussing UPSC Current Affair Quiz of 22 June 2020. So let's start this session. First question is, which of the following statements is or are true regarding One Nation, One Card scheme? The scheme will be rolled out from 1st July 2020. A migrant can buy 100% of the family quota. A person will be given food grains like wheat and rice at subsidized rates supported by the center. If a beneficiary moves to a state where grains are given for free, one will be able to access those benefits as well. Select the correct answer using the codes given below: 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 3. So the correct answer for this is option D, that is the statements 1 and 3 are true regarding One Nation, One Card scheme. One Nation, One Card scheme that will be rolled out on 1st July 2020 is yet to be joined by 14 states and union territories. The scheme aims to ensure that all beneficiaries, especially migrants, can get food grains from any PDA shop across the country. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. Under the scheme, the migrant can buy a maximum of 50% of the family quota so that he or she does not buy the entire family quota in one go. Therefore, statement 2 is incorrect. The migrants can buy the food grains at subsidized rates supported by the center, but for that linking of Aadhaar and ration card is mandatory. This will reduce the chance of anyone holding more than one ration card. Therefore, the statement 3 is correct. The migrants, if they move to the state where food grains are distributed for free by the state government, then in such case, the migrant will not be able to avail of those benefits. Therefore, statement 4 is incorrect. Hence, the correct answer is option D. Moving to the next question. It is an anti-inflammatory drug that is usually used by sports person to recover from injury. The drug is a corticosteroid and is under the list of banned substances of the World Anti-Doping Agency. Recently, the drug has been found to reduce mortality rates in critically ill COVID-19 patients. Which of the following drugs has been described in the above given passage? Hydroxychloroquine, dexamethasone, umifenavir, dexedrine. So the correct answer for this is option B, that is dexamethasone. Dexamethasone is an anti-inflammatory drug that is usually consumed by sports person to recover from injuries. The drug prevents the release of the chemical substances in the body that causes inflammation. The drug is a corticosteroid and is under the list of banned substances by the World Anti-Doping Agency, that is WADA. Recently, the drug has been found to reduce mortality rates in critically ill COVID-19 patients. Therefore, the correct answer is option B. Moving to the next question. Jagannath Rath Yatra festival is celebrated in which of the following states? Bihar, Maharashtra, Odisha and West Bengal. So, the correct answer for this is option C, that is Odisha. The Festival of Chariots or Jagannath Rath Yatra festival is a 9-day-long festival celebrated every year at Puri's Jagannath temple in Odisha. During the festival, the three wood chariots, Nandi Ghosha, Devadalana, Taladhwaja of the three deities, that is Lord Jagannath, his sister Subhadra and brother Balabhadra respectively, are pulled by the devotees with the help of ropes tied to each chariot to the Gundija temple. The 4 wooden horses are attached to each chariot. On the 10th day, deities are brought back onto their chariots and are pulled back to the main temple. This is Bahuda Yatra. Recently, Supreme Court has started Rath Yatra in Odisha that was to be held from 23rd June due to COVID-19 pandemic. And the final verdict is yet to be announced. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Moving to the next question, which of the following is not true regarding duty-free, quota-free scheme? It is a scheme for least developed countries under the 2010 WTO rules. Bangladesh will get zero tariff facility on 97% of its goods exported to China under this scheme. You have to select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So the correct answer for this is option D, that is neither 1 nor 2. That means statement 1 and 2 both are correct. Bangladesh will get the zero tariff export facility on 97% of its goods exported to China under the duty-free, quota-free scheme. This will help Bangladesh to reduce the trade deficit with China as the balance of trade between the two countries is largely imbalanced. Duty-free, quota-free scheme is for least developed countries under the WTO 2010 rules And under this scheme, at least 97% of the products originating from LDCs should be provided duty-free and quota-free market access defined at a tariff line level. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. Moving to the next question, which of the following ministries has launched a portal named Satyabhama? Ministry of Mines, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Ministry of Finance, or Ministry of Commerce and Industry? So the correct answer for this is option A, that is Ministry of Mines. Recently, a portal named Satyabhama Science and Technology Yojana for Atmanirbhar Bharat in mining advancement has been launched by the Ministry of Mines. The portal aims at promoting research and development in the mining and minerals sector. The portal will increase the efficiency and effectiveness in the implementation of the Science and Technology Program scheme of the Ministry of Mines that promotes research in applied geosciences, mineral exploration, mineral processing, etc. The project proposal should be submitted could be submitted online now through the portal, and the portal will also allow the monitoring of these projects and utilization of funds. The portal has been integrated with NGO Darpan portal of Niti Aayog. Satyabhama portal has been designed, developed and implemented by National Informatics Center. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Moving to the next question. Annular solar eclipse occurs when the moon is between the sun and the earth, but they are not exactly lined up. When the earth is between the sun and the moon and they are in a direct line. When the moon is between the sun and the earth, but they should be in a direct line. When the moon passes between earth and sun, and these are not only in a straight line but also in the same plane. So the correct answer for this is option D. India witnessed an annual solar eclipse on 21st June, the longest day in the northern hemisphere. This celestial event is significant because such an event will be next witnessed by India in 2031, that is after 11 years. A solar eclipse is a phenomenon that occurs when the moon is between the sun and the earth, during which moon obstructs the light of the sun from reaching the earth. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth is between the moon and the sun, thereby obstructing the light from reaching the moon. A lunar eclipse can only occur on the night of a full moon. The three types of solar eclipses are total solar eclipse, when the moon is between the earth and the sun and the three bodies are in a direct line. Partial eclipse, it occurs when the moon is between earth and sun and three bodies are not exactly in the same line. While annular solar eclipse occurs when the moon is farther away from the sun but is between the earth and the sun. The three celestial bodies are not only in a direct line but also in the same plane, and it is also called ring of fire eclipse. As you can see in the figure, you can see a ring of fire. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. And in India, some regions of Rajasthan, Uttarakhand and Haryana, they observed annular phase of this eclipse, while other parts of India observed only the partial eclipse. So friends, here we have covered the daily current affair quiz of 22nd June. I hope you like this session. Keep following this, and if you like this video, like it, share it as much as you can. If you have any doubt, you can mention that in comment box. Also subscribe to our channel Pendulum IAS, and do not forget to press the bell icon to receive notification. Thank you so much.